Bitcoin fell 12%. Miners frantically dumped the market. NFT fell into the cold palace. Is this bull still stable? With its market capitalization overtaken by silver, will Bitcoin's rebound continue, or has the deep decline just begun? Ethereum always falls when the number reaches 9, and the historical curse may fail this time. Solana upgrade speeds up transaction confirmation by 100 times. Can Alpenglow put Ethereum to shame? South Korea's cryptocurrency regulation is tightening and loosening at the same time. Is it true caution or false contradiction?
On Tuesday, September 2nd, BitcoinTV Chinese channel, Where is the Coin Chain? I am Michael. Let's first look at BYBIT, the title of the 24-hour cryptocurrency data headlines. BYBIT born for professional traders. Scan the QR code to register BYBIT and get instant discount on transaction fees 20%, which is equivalent to a 20% discount on transaction fees. After hitting a record high of 123,000, Bitcoin has hit the brakes in the past 2 days, dropping 12%. Don't panic, this drop is merely a minor blip in a bull market. From March 2024 to the present, the maximum retracement has been 28%, while a typical bull market correction is between 20% and 25%. So this decline? It's standard. Historical experience shows that such pullbacks are meant to clear out excessive leverage, cool the market, and create a more comfortable entry point for medium and long-term investors. To put it simply, an 18% drop would bring Bitcoin to around $101,000. A 20% drop would bring it to around $98,000. A 25% drop would bring it to around $75,000, $92,000, and a more severe 28% drop would bring it to around $88,600. As long as Bitcoin can stabilize within this range, coupled with a reduction in leverage and a return of spot buying, the bull market will remain strong. To put it bluntly, this wave is more like a health physical examination of the bull market, not a trend reversal. At most, the market is taking a breath and preparing to reach new highs. Miners have been really restless lately, acting like naughty children, dumping any Bitcoin they have on exchanges. A wave of selling from February to March pinned the price at $115,000. When it hit $120,000 in July, they rushed to dump the market, forcing a false breakout. August was even more drastic, with them selling even after the price had clearly fallen, acting like they were holding a hot potato and couldn't bear to keep it. It might seem scary, but seasoned traders understand that miners selling at a loss doesn't necessarily mean the bull market is over. It's often just a market manipulation. Currently, Bitcoin is stubbornly stuck in the $110,000 to $115,000 range, creating significant short-term pressure. Once liquidity recovers in September and miners stop frantically dumping, the market might take off. Short-term traders should be careful not to get squeezed out, while long-term investors can take advantage of the opportunity to buy low and buy shares. NFTs have been having a horrific time recently. On August 1st, the number of NFTs on Ethereum plummeted to 1,127, a record low. Think back to 2021 to 2022, when NFTs were as popular as celebrity concerts. Now they've simply retired and fallen into obscurity. Why has this happened? 3 reasons. Blue-chip NFTs are no longer popular, leaving the secondary market sparsely populated. A steady stream of subpar projects has exhausted user patience, and money has flowed into new sectors like Layer 2 DeFi and reliable asset access RWA. Meanwhile, the broader crypto market continues to soar, with Bitcoin and Ethereum reaching new highs daily. NFTs, like stragglers, are increasingly deserted. Ethereum is also suffering reduced transaction fee revenue, questionable ecosystem model, and shaken confidence among long-term players. If this trend continues, NFTs will likely undergo a major shakeup before we can see who survives the next season. Please like and follow us for the latest developments in the cryptocurrency, blockchain, and mining circles within the past 24 hours. Click the bell to join our channel and become a member. You'll receive your membership code Monday through Friday. Bitcoin came to a screeching halt in August, plummeting 6.49%, snapping a 4-day winning streak. Its market capitalization plummeted to $2.18 trillion, overtaken by silver and relegated to 8th place globally. Despite a small rebound today, the market has clearly cooled. Even more dramatic, Trend Research, which had been garnering attention with its bullish Ethereum calls just 2 days ago, quietly liquidated its holdings in Pendle and ENS this morning. It felt like the power went out just as the party was about to begin.
To crypto, we've been bullish on Bitcoin for a while now, is that we think that it will continue to move higher, and having cheaper money, increased money supply, institutionalization, the legislation that's passed, support from the administration, all of this should continue to be very positive for Bitcoin. And we think this rally that we've seen will continue.
However, while optimistic, we must also monitor risk signals. Matrixport recently published an analysis chart on the X platform, noting that Bitcoin is currently trading between $106,000 and $108,000, approaching the brink of danger. With the release of U.S. employment data this week, the market may be poised for another round of significant volatility. While some believe Bitcoin's downside is limited before the Federal Reserve implements its interest rate cuts, the risk of a periodic correction since July remains. A drop below $108,000 could trigger another deep correction.
Just as the broader market was on edge, WLFI suddenly appeared last night, igniting market sentiment. Many immediately recalled the Trump token, enriching a small circle while devastating the broader market. This begs the question, is this a true narrative or just a familiar tactic? To put it bluntly, the market is shrouded in uncertainty and no one can guarantee anything. The only thing to do is to let go of impatience and learn to wait. The market doesn't promise, it only presents challenges. Experts don't rely on pep talks, but rather cultivate unwavering patience through repeated fluctuations. September always seems to be a bit of a curse for Ethereum. The historical data does seem a bit weird. After the merger and upgrade in September 2022, the price fell by 20% instead of rising. Year over year, the price fell over 10%, earning it the nickname, the month of disappointment. But this September, the curse is likely to be broken. The data is there. 70 companies and institutions hold 4.44 million Ethereum, representing 3.67% of the circulating market capitalization. ETFs hold an even larger 5.7%. Among the major holders, BitMine alone holds over 1.8 million, and SharpLink has acquired 790,000. Consequently, Ethereum saw an 80% surge between July and August, practically causing retail investors to lament that they were late to the party. The question is, can the price continue its surge in September, even claiming the best performance in the third quarter award? Or will it simply open high and close low?
Ethereum hit a record high of $4,956 at the end of August before retreating. While this is a traditional bad September, after 9 months of bottoming out, if it can hold support at the neckline and short-term moving average, it's still expected to reach the top again, achieving its best Q3 ever. BitMine chairman Tom Lee has stated that the financial system will be reshaped by blockchain, and Ethereum will be the biggest beneficiary, even proposing a 5-year price target of $60,000.
Why has Ethereum been so strong recently? There are 4 major forces behind it. First, everyone speculates that the spot Ethereum ETF will soon be available for staking, meaning you can earn interest just by doing nothing. Second, listed companies have also begun to hoard ETH like the rush for Bitcoin back then. A corporate-level coin hoarding wave is underway. Third, regulators have suddenly given us a reassurance, the US SEC. The clarification that liquidity staking tokens are not securities immediately brought a sigh of relief to the market, and it feels like the fun can resume. Fourth, physical ETF redemptions have become incredibly smooth, making capital inflows and outflows more convenient and maximizing liquidity. Compared to Bitcoin, Ethereum has much more room for growth in ETFs and corporate funding, and funds are pouring in. This rally doesn't look like it's over yet.
From 12.8 seconds to 150 milliseconds, Solana's most powerful accelerator is now online. Financial regulator candidate angrily denies cryptocurrency's worthlessness. What are those 16 million Koreans speculating on?
Introduction. Sol has really been going crazy recently. It has been soaring since mid-August and almost touched the $220 mark. Although it did not stand firm, it is still very arrogant. The ecosystem is even more lively like the new year, with new dApps and projects emerging every day, and DeFi and NFT circles are soaring. Solana is worthy of its reputation as the speed king. TPS is so fast that the screen flashes, the transaction fee is so low that it seems like free, and the daily transaction volume of DEX has reached 7.93 billion US dollars, almost twice that of Ethereum. I just want to ask you if you are convinced. Although the big brother Ethereum has been sitting firmly in the C position this year with the help of spot ETFs and has rebounded strongly, seeing how powerful Solana is, it is probably wiping its sweat silently. And Solana is not polite at all, and recently came up with Alpenglow upgrade and plan to step on the accelerator again on the speed track.
Recently, on September 1st, Solana Network Alpenglow, the upgrade proposal was approved by the community vote. The consensus protocol upgrade proposed by ANZA will increase the transaction confirmation time from 12.8 seconds or greatly reduced to 150 milliseconds. The speed is increased by nearly 100 times, which is Solana the most important technological leap in history.
Okay, enter Alpenglow. There are a couple key things to mention there. So yes, you're right. I mean, the big headline thing is fast finality, like 100x improvement.
Alpenglow is like equipping Solana with two powerful tools, Voter and Rotor. Voter is a brand new finality engine, replacing the outdated Tower BFT and focusing on voting and block finalization. Rotor, on the other hand, acts as an accelerator, removing the original proof of history timestamps, allowing nodes to more quickly agree on "we all agree," making the entire network run more smoothly and quickly.
The Alpenglow upgrade is a true game changer for Solana, surging confirmation speeds to 150 milliseconds, faster than a Google search. Whether you're using it for high-frequency DeFi trading or engaging in blockchain gaming, it's a true delight. But don't rush to exclaim. Solana hasn't completely shaken off its history of downtime and currently relies entirely on Agave, its sole client. A vulnerability in Agave could cripple the entire network. The good news is that FireDancer, a new validator client, will launch later this year, offering even greater security and stability. As for whether Alpenglow can elevate Solana to the top of the heap, we'll have to wait and see how it performs after launch. Whether it's a masterpiece or just a waste of time, we'll have to wait and see. The Alpenglow upgrade is a true game changer for Solana, surging confirmation speeds to 150 milliseconds, faster than a Google search. Whether you're using it for high-frequency DeFi trading or engaging in blockchain gaming, it's a true delight. But don't rush to exclaim. Solana hasn't completely shaken off its history of downtime and currently relies entirely on Agave, its sole client. A vulnerability in Agave could cripple the entire network. The good news is that FireDancer, a new validator client, will launch later this year, offering even greater security and stability. As for whether Alpenglow can elevate Solana to the top of the heap, we'll have to wait and see how it performs after launch. Whether it's a masterpiece or just a waste of time, we'll have to wait and see.
For the first time in years, the president and the legislator are on the same page, controlled by the same party. And this means that Lee has a clear runway to push through his agenda at speed. And a huge part of that agenda is crypto.
According to Korean media reports, South Korea, in a pre-hearing response to lawmakers, FSC chairman candidate Lee Woo-yeon stated that cryptocurrencies, unlike traditional financial products like deposits and stocks, lack intrinsic value and are too volatile to serve as a store of value or medium of exchange. He also opposed pension fund investments in cryptocurrencies, arguing that their high volatility and speculative nature would jeopardize the security of elderly funds. Regarding cryptocurrency ETFs, he expressed both anticipation and concerns, and stated that he would discuss implementation plans and timelines with legislators based on global regulatory trends.
This wave of cryptocurrency speculation in South Korea is truly a national carnival. By the end of March, the number of exchange users had exceeded 16 million, which is equivalent to 30% of the country's population being involved in the cryptocurrency circle. After the presidential election, the number of people is still skyrocketing. Young people are the main force, and almost 1 in every 5 people rushed in to fight for their lives. But don't think they are doing this because they love Web3. Anzetech's chief product officer Yin Yilayun revealed that, in the final analysis, they are still feeling overwhelmed by reality, and cryptocurrency speculation has become the fastest way for them to turn things around. Seeing young people rushing in with passion, the Financial Services Commission of Korea FSC chairman candidate Lee Wo-yuan was directly poured with a basin of cold water on his head, instantly cooling the atmosphere.
At 10:48 a.m. on September 1st, a lone independent miner unexpectedly mined block 912632, winning 3.147 bitcoins, equivalent to $340,000. Small miners can occasionally win big. Discord recently broke out about the Try My Game scam. After clicking on the so-called trial game, the result was not leveling up and killing monsters, but the wallet was emptied, and the NFT turned directly into air. The president of the ETF store stated frankly on X that Polymarket gave the XRP ETF an 87% chance of approval in 2025, but in his opinion it was almost certain, and was just one step away from 100%. Hunan police busted a gang of USDT money launderers, who bought cards at high prices and laundered 170 million yuan, making a profit of more than 1 million yuan. As a result, all 15 people were arrested. Gold is soaring again, with the spot price reaching $3,508.73 per ounce, surpassing its April high and marking a 0.9% single-day increase. Gold prices have surged over 30% this year, firmly establishing itself as the leading commodity.
Okay, that's the main content of today's program. Our channel focuses on valuable news in the cryptocurrency, blockchain, and mining circles, including news information and in-depth special reports. If you think our channel is valuable, you are welcome to forward and follow us. You can also become our member and receive the Member Wealth Code from Monday to Friday. Let's get rich together and add a zero to our assets in the bull market. See you tomorrow.